Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're plunging into a vehicle that, well, it kind of redefines what an entry point to luxury electric mobility can actually be.
The Lucid Air Pure.
Exactly. We're talking about the Lucid Air Pure. And the interesting thing is, what if an entry-level luxury EV, the starting point, what if it could deliver over 700 kilometers of range? And reclaim 400 kilometers in just 20 minutes of charging.
That's the surprising part, isn't it?
It really is. So our mission today is to extract the key insights from the material we've got, really understand its unique features, and see how it stacks up in this, rapidly changing EV world.
And that's exactly why this car is so important for anyone watching the future of EVs and luxury cars. The Air Pure isn't just, well, another electric car.
Yeah.
It's really pushing the boundaries of what you can expect at this level. It manages to blend performance, that amazing range, and some really advanced tech in a way that definitely deserves a closer look, especially if you're a discerning buyer or just curious about where cars are heading.
Okay, let's do it. Let's unpack the raw power of the Lucid Air Pure first.
Feels good.
So under that sleek skin, you've got a single electric motor. It drives the rear wheels, and it puts out a pretty robust 442 CV.
Which is, what, about 325 kilowatts?
Exactly, 325 kilowatts. And for acceleration, it's quick, really quick. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 4.7 seconds.
Wow.
Or, for those thinking in miles, that's 0 to 60 mile an hour in a, pretty blistering 4.5 seconds.
That's genuinely fast.
It is. Top speed hits 200 kilometers, that's 124 mile an hour, all managed through a smooth one-speed automatic transmission.
Standard EV fare there, the single speed.
Right, and for that instant push you back in your seat feeling, the indicative torque is around 600 Newton meters.
Okay, let's talk about what those numbers actually feel like when you're driving. Because choosing a single motor rear-wheel drive setup for a luxury car like this, that's a specific choice.
It seems deliberate, yeah.
It absolutely is. It's about hitting this really masterful balance between efficiency, which you need for good range, and delivering that responsive, powerful performance you expect from something premium.
Right. You still want it to feel luxurious and capable.
Exactly. And that's 600 Nm of torque. That means power right now, instantly. It makes pulling away, overtaking, just, well, effortless for you. Smooth and incredibly swift.
So it's not just about the 0-60 time, it's the everyday driving feel.
Precisely. It's the sensation of that acceleration, that seamless, almost silent surge that's so characteristic of, high-end EVs. Even though this is the entry model, these performance figures ensure that the Lucid Air experience feels totally uncompromised. It feels special, engaging.
Okay, that makes sense. Now let's get to the part that I think really turns heads.
Oh, yeah.
The battery and the autonomy.
Ah, yes, the range game.
This is often the big decider for EV buyers, right? And the Air Pure has some, frankly, very competitive numbers. It's got a battery capacity of approximately 88 kilowatt-hours.
Which is a decent-sized pack.
It is. But the real headline is that WLTP range. The worldwide harmonized light vehicles test procedure, that European standard that's generally seen as pretty realistic.
More so than some others, yeah.
And for the Lucid Air Pure, you're looking at somewhere between 708 and a really impressive 747 kilometers on one charge.
That's huge.
And get this, in the urban WLTP cycle, that number could potentially stretch up to 901 kilometers. 900.
Okay, that practically eliminates range anxiety for most people, most of the time.
I would think so.
And let's connect that to the practical side for you, the listener. A range over 700 kilometers, maybe pushing 900 in the city, that fundamentally changes how you experience owning an EV.
Totally.
Think about it. Road trips without meticulously planning every single charging stop, or just the sheer convenience of charging maybe once a week or even less for your normal commute.
It becomes a non-issue for daily driving.
Pretty much. This isn't just a spec sheet number. It's a genuine lifestyle upgrade.
Yeah.
It makes long-distance EV travel feel just as easy, maybe even easier in some ways, than driving a gasoline car.
And the charging. Because big range is great, but if it takes forever to recharge...
Right, that's the other half of the equation. And the Air Pure shines here, too. It's got rapid charging capability. It can recover up to 400 kilometers of range in just 20 minutes.
20 minutes for 400 kilometers? That's fast.
Extremely fast. And that's possible because of its underlying tech, a 900V plus architecture.
Ah, the high voltage system.
Exactly. This advanced voltage setup lets it handle much higher charging power without overheating. So less time plugged in, more time driving. It's a huge leap in making EV ownership feel, well, completely hassle-free, real-world, practical speed.
Okay, impressive numbers on power and range. But beyond the specs, the Lucid Air Pure is a car you experience, right? Let's shift gears to the design, the feel, the inside.
Yeah, the aesthetics and the cabin experience, very important in luxury.
Absolutely. So from the outside, you're looking at this really elegant, very aerodynamic sedan. It has an incredibly low drag coefficient, CD 0.197.
Which is seriously slippery,
Yeah.
among the best production cars ever.
Right. And that low drag is a huge reason it gets that amazing range we were just talking about. Form follows function.
Definitely.
It comes standard with some nice 19-inch wheels, but you can opt for 20-inch wheels that are designed to be even more aerodynamic.
Helping eke out even more range, potentially.
Could be. Size-wise, it's a pretty substantial car. Think Mercedes E-Class or BMW 5 Series territory. Roughly 4,975 millimeters long.
So, executive sedan size.
Yeah, about 2,189 millimeters wide, with the mirrors just over 1,400 millimeters high, and a nice long wheelbase of 2,960 millimeters. But despite the size, it looks really graceful.
It does have very clean lines.
Now, step inside and you find a really spacious cabin. It's designed for 5 people comfortably, lots of legroom, lots of headroom. Even long trips should feel pretty pleasant back there.
Which is crucial for a car this size.
The materials feel, genuinely refined. They use sustainable Mojave Perleps fabrics as standard.
Sustainable luxury, that's a growing trend.
It is, and you can option things like ventilated seats, even massaging seats for that extra comfort,
Yeah.
and for the audiophiles listening. Ah, the sound system.
There's an optional Surreal Sound Pro system, 21 speakers, Dolby Atmos. It's meant to create this incredibly immersive, private concert hall experience.
Nice. High-end audio is becoming a must-have feature.
Seems like it. And beyond the comfort and sound, the tech is front and center, too. The Dream Drive driver assistance systems are pretty comprehensive.
Lucid puts a lot of focus on their ADS.
Yeah, you get 360-degree vision, blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, even automatic parking. All these active safety and convenience features are there to, give you peace of mind and just make driving easier.
And what's really interesting here is how Lucid seems to weave everything together. It's a holistic approach. That super low drag coefficient you mentioned?
Yeah, the 0.197.
It's not just an engineering stat. It's fundamental to the car's efficiency and range. Its form and function working perfectly together. Every curve seems to have a purpose beyond just looking good.
Good point. And inside, choosing materials like that sustainable Mojave Perlex, it says something. It's about blending that feeling of luxury with environmental consciousness.
Being responsible without compromising the premium feel.
Exactly. For you, the owner, it means a cabin that feels great, looks fantastic, and kind of aligns with modern values. And those driver assistance systems, the Dream Drive features, they're basically foundational now.
Table stakes for luxury, almost.
Pretty much. They boost safety, cut down on driver fatigue on long drives, and just make the whole experience more relaxing and secure. It's a big part of the modern luxury feel.
You've touched on some deep technical bits there. Let's maybe circle back to some of that foundational innovation. Things like the electrical architecture, the steering setup. How do these contribute to Lucid being seen as a real innovator?
Good question.
Okay.
Because it's not just about the headline numbers.
Right. We mentioned the charging architecture is 900V plus Dobone, which enables that super fast charging. But the internal system operates efficiently at 650V plus shoot. How important is that high voltage design overall?
It's crucial. It goes beyond just charging speed. A higher voltage system generally means lower current for the same amount of power. Lower current means less heat, thinner and lighter cables, and potentially better overall efficiency in how energy moves from the battery to the motor. It's about smarter energy management.
Okay, so it impacts efficiency across the board. What about the steering? The script mentions a 13.1 ratio, 2.3 turns lock to lock. What does that mean for the driver?
That translates to a very direct, responsive feel at the wheel. A 13.1 ratio is quite quick. Only 2.3 turns from fully left to fully right means you don't have to turn the wheel a huge amount to get the car to change direction. It feels agile.
Sporty, almost?
Yeah, it contributes to a sporty, connected feeling. Plus, having unique calibrations for different driving modes means you can tailor that responsiveness. Want it sharper, select a sport mode, want it more relaxed for cruising. There's likely a comfort setting for that.
And the brakes. Ventilated discs, ABS, traction control, that sounds standard. But the regenerative braking system activated by the accelerator pedal.
Ah, the regen. That's where a lot of EV magic happens.
Yeah.
Lucid's system, tied to the accelerator pedal, is designed to be really intuitive.
Meaning?
Meaning you can often control your speed just by modulating the accelerator, lift off significantly, and the car slows down quite strongly, putting energy back into the battery. This enables what people call one-pedal driving in many situations.
So you barely need to use the actual brake pedal in city driving.
In many cases, yes. It's very efficient because you're recapturing energy you'd otherwise lose as heat during braking, and it also feels very smooth and controlled once you get used to it. It enhances both efficiency and your sense of control over the car. It's clever engineering.
So pulling all of this together, what does this mean for someone listening, maybe someone considering a luxury EV in the next year or so?
Well, it paints a very interesting picture.
We know the starting price is around 61,000 to 62,000 euros in Europe, which, for this level of tech and range,
Exactly. That price point, combined with everything we've discussed, the power, the truly exceptional range, the advanced tech, the elegant design, the spacious interior.
it really does position it as the gateway into the Lucid world, like they say,
Mhm.
but it doesn't feel like a stripped-down base model.
Not at all. It offers this fantastic balance. It feels like a complete, well-thought-out package.
So how does it fit into the bigger picture, the European EV market, say, in 2025?
I think the Lucid Air Pure makes a very strong statement. It's not just another choice, it's arguing for what a luxury electric sedan can and maybe should be, even at its starting point.
Setting a new bar.
In many ways, yes. It masterfully combines that luxury feel, serious performance, and a clear commitment to sustainability through efficiency and materials. For a discerning buyer who doesn't want to compromise on any of those fronts, it becomes a really compelling option. And that raises a bigger question for you, the listener, to think about. What does it signal when an entry-level luxury EV comes out this strong, this comprehensive?
What does it signal?
It suggests the whole baseline is shifting upwards. The expectations for what constitutes entry-level are getting much higher. It definitely puts pressure on other manufacturers to step up their game, to innovate more, and deliver more value, even at the more accessible price points.
That makes a lot of sense. And wow, that brings us towards the end of another really fascinating deep dive.
Time flies when you're talking about interesting cars.
It really does. Thank you so much for joining us as we unpacked the quite incredible Lucid Air Pure. It genuinely seems to redefine some expectations.
It's a significant vehicle, no doubt.
So, as you go about your day, maybe mull this over, how does a car like the Air Pure, even as the starting model, change what we expect from luxury EVs? That blend of green credentials, high performance, and cutting-edge tech. How might that push everyone else to innovate faster in the next few years?
It's a great thought to ponder.
Indeed.
And on that note, thank you, truly, for engaging with us on this deep dive. Your curiosity and willingness to explore these topics alongside us really makes doing this worthwhile.
We appreciate you tuning in.
Absolutely. And if you found this discussion insightful or helpful, we'd be really grateful if you considered giving us a like and maybe subscribing to the channel.
Yeah, that helps others find the deep dives too.
It does. And it's the best way to make sure you don't miss out when we explore other fascinating topics in the future. So until next time, keep learning and definitely keep that curiosity going.